What's good, y'all? It's your boy, Big Tank Hank, coming at you with another live stream. I got a very special guest in here tonight. His channel is BoeTanks. And I found this young man in the algorithm, I'm gonna say. And I was very interested in what he was doing. And I think you'll be interested in what he does also. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Then we're gonna come back to the chat, say some hellos, and then we're gonna take off with this thing. Go ahead, fella. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
My name is Jacoby from a little old town called Crockett. Um, Man, growing up, I my family is big in the rodeo. My uncle is Meredith Diamond, famous bull rider. And all my life, I just been we riding horses from when I was little. Man, I remember, getting saddles, going to the auction, whatnot with my dad, and we just riding and doing, everything. This Getting into fish, I remember when I was little, go down to the creek or whatnot and get like little bitty old perch and minnows and stuff like that and put them in a bucket and bring them home and have my mom, get on to me about bringing all type of critters in the house. And then I used to keep frogs and stuff like that little. But yeah, I grew up riding horses, man. I had got so good I used to break them a little bit. I broke a couple horses. Didn't trail ride that much, but I really got into roping. And so I used to rope all the time. In the summer times, when I got to like junior high school, I would go to some people's ranches and stuff like that, work cows or whatnot. I always play. I played football, and I'm a big guy, so I always played either on the D line or the O line. And I remember the coaches used to be hollering at me, "Oh, you need to come to the summer workouts, this and this." And man, I'd be out there with them cows and horses all summer long. They be calling my phone, blowing it up. I said I'm from a small town. I've been around farm animals all my life. When I got to high school, I got my first tank when I was 14. This was around like I think 2012, 2011, and when I first got that tank, man, I got hooked, and I wanted more. I was trying to keep a whole bunch of fish in that little old 5-gallon tank that I had, and ever since then I grew a love for fish, and keeping them and stuff like that. And so I would go down to the creeks and the ponds and stuff and get the native fish. Once I got tired of that, I tell my mother, "Hey, let's go to Walmart or something." That's back when Walmart had their tanks, and I would go get some goldfish and put some goldfish in there. I remember one time I had like some goldfish and mollies all in 1 little old gallon tank. Didn't know no better. And once I got out of high school, I went to college. I started off at Blinn College, and I went to college for agriculture business. Okay. So I went to Blinn for 2 years, and I went to A&M, transferred to A&M. And man, I learned a lot of stuff there. One thing that shocked me was, we went to this one building. They had, they had a hole in the cow, and you could stick your arm in the cow's stomach and, grab some grass or whatnot out of the cow. I was like, man, that's crazy. Like, I saw some clone goats. I didn't know clone was a thing. You can clone animals like that, but they haven't just got it to live to like that long yet. They lived about 3 or 4 years, but you can actually. Some people try to clone their dogs and stuff like that. That's some actual stuff that you can get into. But in the agriculture side, I kind of lean towards, like cows, chickens, and stuff like that, soil types. And when this pandemic happened, I kind of took a break from it. I was like, man, I need to slow down. But right before the pandemic, me and my friend was talking. He was just like, man, you love them fish and stuff. We was living in an apartment in College Station, and I had a 55-gallon, and I ended up having to get rid of it because the apartment people used to come up and I was like, man, every time they come up, I had to tear it down and hide the fish or something like that. And once
No.
yeah, man, they used to come up and they used to do like their inspections or whatever, man. We used to have to tear it down and hide it in the closet. So, me and my friend got to talking one day. He was just like, man, you should do this. You should get on YouTube. You already be doing, with everything else. And that's what really kicked me off into getting into this, posting on YouTube and stuff like that. And then I know I'm jumping all around the place, but I remember back in when I was 10 years old, I couldn't work no job, like at HEB, Walmart, or something like that. But I told you, I always love to work, and so guy ended up giving me a little gig at a sale barn. The people would run the cows through, and I'd be in the back there with a hot shot running the cows up and through the gates and stuff like that. So we had to count them. We had about 3,000 cows within one little building. And one day this one bull come through and they hit him with a paddle. It got like little bees in the, I guess they like the sound to scare him a little bit. When he hit him with the paddle, he kicked the gate. It was this big old iron gate, and it swung back and hit me in my face right here. And so this tissue right here, it's like a tissue from my leg or something, because you can't tell right now, but back then you used to get tell. It hit me in the face and knocked my eye back in my head. He did some damage to me. I went to the bathroom and I looked in the mirror, my eye was right there. I was like, man, maybe it just swole. Man, I got to the doctor. They was my mom had told me to go to church. She was like, man, you need to go to church tonight. I used to play drums at the church. And she was like, you need to go to church tonight. I was like, nah, I need to go with them cows. I need to be working. I want to work with them cows. And she finally let me go. And so they called her at the church, was like, hey, your son got hit. This happened in a town called Livingston. And so, man, when I went to the hospital, I didn't know it was that bad. I had started to faint, but, they had to lifeline me to Texas Children. And, man, they had told my tear ducts up. Like now I can't even control my crying in his eye because it just veer off. So if you see me wipe my eyes in the video, in the video or the live, that's why I wipe my eyes. It told my tear duct out. It told my eyelid I had to get stitches all up in here. They had to put a plate behind to just keep my eye. Right now I still got a plate behind my eye. And after that I didn't mess with the cows and stuff no more because my mom was like, scared you gonna get hurt again, but I didn't know working no sale, but I was back working cows on horses and stuff again. And and like I said, we had a rodeo. It always fall on September, the first weekend, the Labor Day weekend. And my uncle come down, all my family come down, and we have bull riding, steer dogging, and stuff like that. But like I said, when I was in school, I played football when I graduated. I graduated from Huntsville High School. My senior year, I went to a 5A school, a bigger school, to try to, see if I could get something out of it. And once after I graduated, I got like a couple offers to some JUCOs or something like that. And I was just like, nah, man, I think I'm done with football. I ain't really had that passion for it, And man, I just always been messing with animals like goats and stuff like that. Man, we used to ride goats. I'm talking about at the Selborne, they used to have these big old mountain goats come up in there. Man, it'd be so big you could get on their back and ride them. I just been in the country all my life, and then now I moved to the city. I stay in Conroe. I work for a warehouse, and I'm a yard.
Hey, because they're not from Texas. So when you say I moved to the city and you say Conroe.
Oh yeah, that's like a city for me. The population in Crockett, it's like 6,000, but man, we got a Brooks and Brothers. The HEB so small, little neighborhood HEB, Walmart. It's all small. I think they recently just got like a Burger King or something like that. It was at one point we didn't even have no stoplights. It was only one stoplight throughout the whole town. But yeah. So when we say we go to the city, you know, we go to something bigger than that. You know, it can have 30,000 people. That's still a city to us. But yeah, man, I moved to the
Right.
city and I work for a warehouse. I'm a yard jockey. You know, getting the trailers out on the yard, driving a bobtail truck, and you know they have me doing a little bit of everything, man. You know, I drive forklifts. What's crazy, I just got off on these Fridays. So when you asked me, I was just like, man, yeah, that's good. I just got off on these Fridays. I haven't been off on no Fridays. You know, we've been going through trying to push a lot of freight out for COVID and you know everything going on in the world now. And I live here, and man, I just really when I come home, I work on the weekends. So through the week, that's when I be my busiest on internet and stuff like that. But I work like man, I've been working like 412s, even longer than that. And man, we've been booking it. And
Right.
I just got on me Friday, them 412 to do something to you. And then I drive like an hour and a half to work. So that's
Ooh.
getting up early in the morning and going to the job and then putting all them hours in. It don't be so bad in the summertime, but the wintertime, man, that heater get to blowing on you. It kind of make you tired. I had to ride with the
Make you
windows.
sleepy, yeah.
Yeah, had to roll them windows down. And but man, I've been on this YouTube this last couple of months. I've been really getting into it. Man, I got some guppies, I got some Oscars, I got some mollies, and that's probably pretty much anything. I don't really have too much nothing crazy, but I'm getting into it where I'm gonna start, branching out to different things. I'm building 100-gallon fish tank now. That's I had to wait for the law to sink in. I got some fish coming in there that I ain't never owned before. So that's gonna be something new for me.
Are they order?
I got them. I got a store to order them because the company wouldn't send them right to me because they were like, it's winter time. They don't want to be reliable for no dead fish. So the store ordered them, and then I got them, and I just got them in quarantine tank now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, now I'm getting
But
into
yeah,
these.
you address the what do you keep?
Yeah, I mostly keep guppies right now. I've been trying to get into like some purebred strains I've been seeing. I don't know how to say I think it's one of like mosaic or something like that. Some of them real fancy strains and
Yeah.
yeah, I've been trying to get into some of them, but because of this winter time right now, it's kind of slow. I ain't really haven't been able to get
Gotcha.
some of them in. And man,
Hey,
they've been
keep you some crushed coral on hand.
some crushed coral.
Yeah, keep it on hand. Crust coral, keep it on hand, man. Store it in your little storage area. Well, no, you put that 100-gallon in there, and you may have moved around where your store at, but store you some crushed coral somewhere when you start getting them finer strains of guppy because a lot of times when they make it over here, man, and where our water compared to the water that they have over there, matching up
It'd be
parameters,
different. Yeah.
yeah, it can get a little shaky, especially if you don't know, what you got. You know what I'm saying? You know how your water is or whatever. Learn to test your water. And I'm telling you that because I don't do it, but I've been having fish for like 30 years. But it is a good idea, and I'll tell anybody, don't do as I as I do. This is not how it's supposed to be, but don't do as I
Yeah,
do. Do as I say. But
man.
no, learn how to test your water and everything. And it's very important.
I learned the hard way. I think last year, in the beginning of last year, I got some fish, and I didn't know nothing about a quarantine tank, and I was just bringing in fish, and end up getting ick, and I didn't know what to do. I looked on YouTube, and I cut the temperature up all the way, put some salt in there, and they still died. So, I don't went through I done been going through, but I think now I'm pretty solid on how I be doing everything and testing my parameters and stuff.
Gotcha. Because see, I quarantine, and I don't quarantine. And what I mean by that, like, if I see a fish, I'm like, man, I really want that particular type of fish. I'll already have me a tank set up just for that. So it's quarantined in the tank that it's gonna live in. That's how I do it for the most part. But yeah, I did that. Oh man, I'd go to Petco, PetSmart, and just drop the bag in there. Acclimate it, put them in. Man, ick. I've never had an ick issue, but I had a fungus. I had a fungus show up and run through some guppies one time. It was during the winter, so I didn't heat the tanks. My house, I go by the temperature of my house. Well, in the house, my house was a little cooler than the guppies would have liked, but they were okay in it. And that fungus, man, was growing in there, dude. And oh man, fishes went to dropping before I really realized what it was. I'm dropping Melafix and all this in the tank, but it was kind of late at that point. So I ended up with fry left, because your fry can be a little more resilient. You wouldn't think it. You would think the fry would be weaker, but the fry have a tendency to be a little more resilient than the adult. So I had some fry left, so I was able to recover. But yeah, it ran through and it wiped out a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's your end? What's like your right now? We're gonna touch on a big dream and something that's like right in front of you. So what is your right now? What do you see like maybe a big tank or fish room, certain type of big fish you want? That's just out there. Seems like right now you can't get to it right now, but you really want it.
Oh man, like I know eventually I want to have a farm though. I want to have a farm because I like, like I said, I like horses and stuff like that. And then I want to, as far as fish, man, I want to have like just a big old like not a warehouse or nothing, but like a barn or something, just full of like, all type of fish from certain, from certain places in the world. That'll be like my dream place. Where I can get to where I can breed them. I ain't too big on like selling them or something like that. I give away, but I just like to see them. Keep it going. I would like to get into some of the like bigger strands, and I also like koi fish. That's something I ain't been able to get into because I gotta have something that's gonna hold that big old koi fish whenever they get big. But a koi fish is something else I would like, a dream. And then I know it's not gonna be legal to have, but I would like to have a snakehead. Man, I saw them fish, and I was just like, man, I got on. I was like, man, I gotta have one of them. And I looked up on YouTube one day, and I was like, man, why nobody ain't got no videos of these? And I looked on the internet, and it was like, you can't have them because invasive species. And I think Florida was having a problem with them, and I was just like, man, if it would be one fish that I think I would really want, it'd have to be either that one or the lungfish. I think it's like the African the lungfish where it get out of water. It stay out of water for, it can be out of water for days and stuff like that. But that snakehead that's the one I want. That's my dream fish.
Hey, we have the same. If you go back through some of my streams, that was always my answer, man. The snakehead, most definitely. Hey, 360 have longfish.
360?
Yeah, Dan's got longfish over there.
Yeah, I'm out to check him out, man. I like him. But man, if I could have that snakehead, I imagine he gonna probably have to have a big tank. But man, if I could have that fish right there, they so aggressive. Like I like that aggressiveness in them. Like a bass is aggressive, but them jokers sit at the top of that water, they'll creep up, they get in that shallow water, and, man, they'll attack, and they get real big. And the colors on them, I like the colors on
Hey,
them.
Funk, how you? I know someone say. Hey, Funk, make sure you keep him a secret now. Put that man out there. Yeah, over in Asia, Asian countries, man, it's there's a lot of variation in those snakeheads. The ones here, not so much.
Yeah.
They're pretty much all the same. But yes, man, I watch a lot of the videos from people over in China and Indonesia and whatnot. They have some beautiful snakeheads, man.
Oh man, they be all different type of colors.
Most definitely. So what well, this is what I was thinking when you were telling me about getting if you get a big warehouse or whatever. If you spend that amount of money to put that much water and that many fish, yes, sell you some.
Yeah, I
I
sell some, but I'm saying that ain't gonna be like just my main intention. Just
yeah, I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would like to have like a
yeah.
whole deal just full of fish, maybe like a pool pond or something, to keep some big old koi fish in. I was watching some videos, man. I didn't know they get to, that price on them get so high on them like that, over in them
Yes,
other
I've seen some
countries.
$50,000 koi fish. Yeah, yeah. Most definitely, most definitely. Hey, let me go to this chat right quick. Holler at these
All right.
people that have slid up in here. PB Aquatics. Milton Warren, welcome. I haven't seen you before. Thank you for coming. Shayla Gunn, welcome. Thank you for coming. Aqua Funk, what's going on, man? What's going on? Who else we got here? Trakia Odom, thank you for visiting. Thank you. Angela Coleman, thank you. Thank y'all for coming through. Yes, thank y'all definitely for coming through. Don't be a stranger. I consider the den to be an extended hug. I bring people through. I like to introduce new people and reintroduce some older people in the fish fam that may have slipped through the cracks, and some of the newer people don't know that they even exist, and try to bring people together, try to bridge gaps. That's the purpose for my live stream.
Yeah, this my first
says,
live stream.
Oh yeah? Well, hey.
Yeah, I've never.
For your first one, this is the best one to be on if it's your first one.
Yeah, this is my first one. I tried to do a live stream on my channel, but it didn't work out, so I just left it alone. But yeah, this is my first live stream.
Yeah, I saw you. I think was you playing a video game?
Yeah, and I was trying to get it to broadcast on the screen, but I couldn't get it to do so. I was just like, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Well, I saw it. I mean, you didn't know it was actually streaming?
No, I didn't at first. And then I was like, oh, snap.
Yeah, because you had the camera at the side.
And I think, I had the headphones and everything on. But yeah, I was telling myself earlier, at the beginning of last year, I was like, I need to start, trying to go live on here a little bit more often.
Okay. Already. Hey, one thing I'm gonna tell you about the lives. If you get into, how many subs I got, how many watch hours, we all are interested in that to some extent. But for the most part on your live streams, I do them for a different reason. But your live streams is not gonna be where you're gonna get all of your watch time from. A lot of people think it is, if I live stream and I'm on there for 8 hours, this, that, and other. People don't go back and watch a whole lot of reruns of live streams, because for the most part, live streams are too long. Live streams are like an introduction. You letting people into your house. You're letting people, get to know you. And again, something that I don't do, but I'm always give the right advice if possible. Your videos is what gonna get you your traction, your watch time, All of that is going to be from the videos you actually make. And you see this fella down here,
Uh,
Aquafunk right there. He's always calling me and piecing me up, on game. You know what I'm saying? And I like to pass it on, man. And it's
yeah,
real. I
like
know there's a whole bunch of stuff he told me from the very, very beginning. He would hit me up, and show me a little slice of what goes on, behind the scenes and how to keep it moving. But the live stream, because I'm a minister and talking to people is what I do. That's my side on this one. But no, live stream is not what's gonna get it for you. But it's real good to become personable with the people that follow your channel.
mm,
But and folks say, who are you or whose channels are you watching that give you
whose channels
inspiration?
I'm watching? Uh,
And hey, Funk, my name is not Bean.
I don't watch. When I first started off watching YouTube, I was watching like um the guys out of Florida. Like Catch 'em All Fishing, Monster Mike. People like them. Uh, but kind of now I kind of watch like small channels. Like I know like when I found you, I've been watching you. I think Rob 93. I don't want to miss nobody's name. I've been watching a couple of his. Um, Ever since I found your channel, it's like I've been finding people like within that range, and I've been somebody else I think was like PB Aquatics or something like that. Uh, just people
Yeah,
like that. I've been kind of
yeah.
watching people like that. Going to their channels, and when I'm at work, I like to pop an
PB
earbud
Aquatics
in.
is my twin.
Yeah, I went over to his channel. I think was it yesterday? And, I watched some of his videos. Um, I think I found
There he
somebody else
is. He in the
named
house.
Dead Fred. I seen some of his
Dead
videos.
Fred. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, YouTube just been recommending them to me, and I just been watching them.
It's all about the connections. It's all about the
Yeah.
connections, man. That algorithm can be a monster, a five-headed dragon, and at the same time, it can also be a good thing for you. It's not all bad. It seems like it is nowadays, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get up on my game. I got these Fridays off now. I'm gonna be lurking. I got some more time on my hand.
Okay, okay. Gen C, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming through. Who is this? Hey, Melvin is in the house. Heavy hitter, 2021. Hello, Big Tank. Hey, what's up, Melvin? Hey, go check out that channel too, right there. Melvin,
Oh, Melvin.
when I say, yeah, Melvin, when I say will support you, man, Melvin is a real cool dude, man. Real cool dude.
Yeah, and I seen I think
Chattanooga
Rob
Ed, what's happening? What's happening?
Rob will go live too. So I've been watching a couple of his lives. Like your live streams, man, I be at work and I pop that earbud in and I just just listening to it, the whole replay of it.
Man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Skipper's Aquariums, welcome, welcome. Yeah, it wasn't something that I did outright on purpose. It's just within my wheelhouse, but I would always hope that I could have a live stream in such a manner to where what we speak on, the way that I highlight the person that I'm talking to is something that, when a person first starts a stream, replay, you start it and you just, you get enthralled, you really want to know about that person, as
Uh,
opposed to, because you could be on here and we could be all over the place and kikiing and, I'm not really that dude, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
Atkins, what's going on? Atkins Nature Aquarium. That's another one right there. Check him out.
All right.
Oh no, man. You not too late. You in the house. You in the house. Atkins, his name is Ian. He was my first moderator. He was my first moderator when I first jumped this thing off. What's happening, man? Jeff Rose is in the house. What's going on?
Yeah, when I
Jeff
was
Rose
watching him,
out. Jeff Rose.
Jeff Rose, yeah. But when I was watching and I was listening to your video, I say, man, he really got something going here. I say, I can really see this, this visiting to the den. I said, I can really see that going off, like a trademark or something. Because I say, I don't think nobody else really. I know people go live, but I say it kind of made me feel at home. That's how, even like right now, I'm not even that nervous because I just feel, like we, kicking back or whatnot. It made me feel like, we right at home, just under a shade tree, chopping it up.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's people, especially nowadays, man. Nowadays, everybody's so about the dollar side. If 2020 didn't tell you nothing, that dollar don't mean nothing. That's what 2020 should have told you. That dollar not gonna protect you from nothing. It's not gonna hide you from nothing. Let that dollar do what that dollar do. It's an inanimate object. It's a means to an end. But people are what's important. It's your connections with people. Your connection with people. Oh, woe is me. I'm by myself. I don't know what I'm gonna do. All lies perpetrated by the king of lies. I'll let y'all check that shirt out right there. Christ for life. All right. I had a little plug. Just a little plug. Without him, I wouldn't be the man that I am today. Thank you very much, sir. On high.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. It made me feel right at home.
Jeff Rose, congratulations on the baby. Glad you came back up into the YouTubes. Been missing you. Congratulations. But yeah, man, where you from what you've been saying, hold on. Phoebe at Jeff Rose Fish Keeping. Is that Mrs. Jeff Rose? Welcome to you, Phoebe at Jeff Rose Fish Keeping. Thank you for coming through. So from what you've been seeing from the outside, what would you like to see more of in the fish, in the fish fam and this whole genre that we deal with right here on the YouTubes?
What I would like to see was more people, get involved with each other. When I first was getting into it, I didn't know too much about it. Like I said, I've been keeping fish for, all these years, in little tanks, and I would have some die, some live. But when I used to keep them, and I just think, man, it was people. Some people nag at you. Some people be, you can't do this, you can't do that. Instead of somebody showing me, how to, oh yeah, I did this wrong. Give me some advice. I didn't have no advice. Because as soon as you throw a video out, they attacking on it. They come into it and they hopping on it. People just to be more open to people like younger. I know I'm only 23, but I know it's some more younger people than me that would like to do fish tanks, and they don't do it because they scared. They scared of. I mean, for a minute I was like, man, I was kind of scared to put this video out because I said, man, I want that backlash from everybody gonna give me that backlash. So I was like, I don't know. I said, man, I'm gonna have to anticipate on it a little bit. It ain't too bad though, but just everybody just come together and be more willing to help the younger generation who coming into it. I know a lot of young people who would like this type of stuff, but they don't never get into it because it's they just be they have them one or two people who latch on to them, and they don't never just get into it.
Yeah, and that observation, man, look, it's right on point with me. Facebook, it's not YouTube. But Facebook groups are the world's worst, talking about getting on you about posting something. But yes, people come in your comments, and we all trying to learn. Everybody should want you to move forward. Say your best foot forward. But I don't understand why some people take the whole genre to their own, like they own it.
Yeah,
And how dare you be? Yeah, how dare you be in here? Making a mockery and besmirching the name, of fish keeping. It's not like that. It's not like that. The main part about this here fish keeping game is that this here helps people. This here is therapy, and some of those people that are the gatekeepers, they don't realize how important it was to them and why it was, and you should be passing that on to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I done seen a lot of young people. They, especially with the betas, they get them betas and put them in like, little old 1 gallon tub, and here you got a slew of people coming in. It's supposed to have a heater. It's supposed to do this. It's supposed to do that. And they scare them off, and they just be done with the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I really think a lot of people got into this whenever the pandemic happened. Whenever the pandemic happened, I think it might have been like a up in the fish community, because I seen so many people trying to get into fish tanks, and stuff like that.
And this is the perfect time. This is the perfect time, man. Like I would tell people, when I got into it 2 years ago, or 2.5 years ago, got back into it, I was in a bad spot, man. I was depressed. I couldn't go to my job, had injured my Achilles. I went to the store and found some feeder guppies.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out, I didn't even know feeder guppies existed. All I ever knew about feeders were goldfish. I found these feeder guppies, man. They were 25 cents a piece. I'm like, man, these are endlers. Which there's a difference between endlers and guppies. And a lot of people don't understand why guppies and endlers, there are some distinct differences. But I'm thinking, man, they selling them for 25 cents. I wonder, do they know what they're doing? So I done bought me a bunch of them. Then I'm gonna breed them, and then I'm gonna sell them on, then found out, no, those are actual wild guppies, that they use them for feeder fish, and you're not finna bamboozle the game and sell these things as endless, because people who know. You know what I'm saying? But if it wasn't for that, and my mind always moving forward on, man, I gotta feed them. Man, why is my fish room smelling like this? Why is the water looking like that? All of those different things. Like now, when I was telling you about, please test your water. Because of my past in fish keeping, I knew that I had to get a balance in here. You know what I'm saying? But when I tell you my tanks for the most part, man, they're mature, and I have some deep substrates. Ergo, Father Fish, thank you very much. He wasn't the first man to think about it, but he was the man that made it popular. But my tanks are so self-sustaining at this point. All I do is top offs and about 20% water change.
Yeah, that's about I done got it to that point. Unless I'm setting up a new tank, that's why I kind of watch what I be bringing in, and what I'm putting in each tank, because I got them to where they established, and the flow is good.
Yeah, Melvin, I had some rosy reds at 1.2 during that time. I'm gonna tell you about some rosy reds. If don't nobody know, they can become very aggressive and will harass your fish in your tank, kind of like Zebra Daniel do. And we got Phoebe asked, what type of fish do you keep? I'm gonna let you go through yours again, and I'm gonna tell her what kind I have.
I got some guppies. I got like some mud guppies, but I got I got a lot of fancy guppies, and then I think I got some German, uh, half white back or something. The name is the tuxedo, the German tuxedo guppy. I got some of them. I got one Oscar, one Oscar. I just got some fish um that I just ordered, but I'm gonna show them at a later date. Um, and then I got some salt and pepper Cory catfish and some. Oh, I got a pea puffer. Man, he kind of scared me in the first because I couldn't feed him. Uh, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. He wouldn't eat nothing, man. I went and got some blood worms. I'm talking. I went and got everything, and he wouldn't even. He just looked at me like I was crazy. And the tank I got him in is real heavily planted. Man, I wouldn't see him for like a couple of days. I was like, man, he's still in there alive. And so now I throw like some little meat, like some little beef hearts in there. He'll come up and eat it. But when I first got him, man, I could not get that fish to eat. Um, little
It's
small
two
guy.
pea puffers in this tank right here behind me.
Um, man, I was kind of scared at first when I first got him because I was like, man, I don't know if I don't want him to die because he's starving.
Yeah, it can be. And they don't tell you, at the LFS, but they should. That should be something that's first that they should always remember. This tank right here behind my head, I have two pea puffers in that. I've had them for about 2 weeks, 2 good weeks now, and it's a blessing that I'm the king of snails. I have ram's horn snails everywhere,
Oh man,
everywhere. So they forever marauding through ram's horn snails. That's what kept them alive the first go around. I have some black worms in a tank over here that I just put them in there and they're living in the substrate. And I go through and take them out, periodically. I just got some they too far high out there. I just got some grindle worms in last night that I'm gonna set up some cultures on.
yeah,
Let me see.
I've been wanting to get into the killifish. I know that's one fish I've been wanting to seek out and get, but I don't really know too much about them. I know
Yeah,
they jump.
look into them.
I know they jump.
Look into them because you got your killifish that only live about a year. Then you got those that you can actually get up to maybe 3 years out of. But you please do your research on them, and you have some of those that will only take live food for the most part. So yeah, please look into those.
And I forgot
So
back here in
let me
this
tell.
tank, back here I got some sailfin fish, little sailfin molly fish.
Molly's. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I've been thinking about getting into some cell fins myself at some point. Let me address. Hey Phoebe, I have, and let me see, can I do this without looking at my tanks? I have fancy mud guppies over here that I'm doing kind of a my own project on the mud guppy aspect of it. I have some cherry red shrimp and Heterandria formosa, which is least killifish in that tank. Right here, I have Betta chinoides that I just picked up from Jesse of HC Aqua. He has all of your fish needs. Hit him up. HC Aqua. All right. Then right here next to me, I have some Neo Heterandria elegans, which are tiger teddies. They were also one of my holy grail fish along with these chinoides. I got both of those. Right here behind me, I have some peacock gudgeons to my left in a small tank. Directly behind my head, I have two pea puffers. The tank below that, I have a tank full of male fancy guppies and endlers that I have them set aside either to trade in to my LFS or pick out some males to use in my mixed guppy project. The tank below that, I have some platinum Dumbo ear red tail that I picked up at a very, very good deal. Now, y'all, I want you to look into my eyes. Sometimes those very good deals are not always as they seem. Now, I'm waiting on my fry to grow up. I have one male that's coloring up pretty good. He's still little, but he's coloring up pretty good. I don't want to overreact, but I see some extra red on him in places that it shouldn't be. He's pretty, but he couldn't be called a platinum Dumbo ear red tail. He has the Dumbo ears. He has a red tail. But that extra red in his body would disqualify him for being pure. Now, not all guppy, well, for the most part, no pure, and I put up quotes, for the most part, no pure guppy strain breeds true 100%. I think they have a percentage somewhere like you doing good if you had 90, 95% breeding true. You know, don't lose your mind and flip out. When you get some of those variants to show up, you just call them. But with these, I have two tanks of fry that I'm waiting to color up. So I'm not gonna panic. I'm gonna see how they turn out. They may actually be breeding pretty true, and maybe that one male is just a anomaly. But we'll see. I hope that they are breeding true, because I have some beautiful males and females that I started out with. Vinny's Aquatics, welcome. Joseph, what's on? What's going on? Welcome. Thank y'all for coming in. But yeah, the guppies, man, I have some males, some mutt guppy males. I hate to use the word mutt because these males look so good, but they're not a pure strain yet.
Pure strain,
but I have four males. I have four males that look quite a bit alike. I have a video, I think it's called how to make a guppy strain or start a guppy strain. Those males are on that video. Go back and check them out if possible. I want to take those males and some of the Dumbo ear platinum females and give them a tank of their own and take those males to them and see what I can get. They bad. They bad. They beautiful, man. Beautiful.
I had some yin yang guppies and bred them with some fancy tails and got like a almost it looked almost white but got clear with it and just got like just the tail where it's got color on it. And man, I can't wait till they get a little bit bigger to see them they full color.
Hey, I see. First of all, thank you, Aquafunk. Y'all go and sub. Go and sub to BoeTanks. Go ahead on over there, sub to him, because I'm gonna stay on him to make sure he keep these videos coming. I'm gonna be all up in his messenger on Instagram to make sure these videos keep coming. But he's trying to do some things. Y'all go over there and sub to him. Yeah, let's get him up over that 100 and keep it rolling for him.
Appreciate y'all.
But yeah, you trying to move those fry you got too fast. Hold on to them. Don't promise nobody them fry. Keep them. You need to keep them all, man. Keep them all. Get a tank for them, and just hold on to them. Let them fully mature. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised what you might have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You'll be surprised. Don't, because it's too early to pick out a couple that look one way, because they can flip on you
and come out whole.
Yeah, they can flip on you. So hold on to them as much as you can, as long as you can. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Bowens, first of all, thank you for coming in. And Jordan Bowens says you're at 100. Jeff Rose says you're at 102. Thank y'all. Thank y'all very much.
Thank y'all for the love.
Sub Train. Oh, my fault. Pineapple Train. We don't want to say the S word. But yeah, hold on to them. Just depending. What is your? I know you're gonna get some pure. I keep having to put the quotes up. You're gonna get some pure strains. You know, in the future. But with the ones you have now, what is it that you're desiring to get from what you have now?
The colors. I know when they first started breeding, when they first started to breed, you know, some of them would throw out something crazy, but man, I would have some of them that just come out real, like the colors be crazy on them, like rainbow colors. I know I got a guppy in one of my tanks. It's like purple, orange, and it got like a white line down his back. And man, I ain't seen nothing like it. And that's really all I be going for whenever I be, when they be breeding or whatnot, is the color. Now I don't have any guppies with the long fins yet. All my guppies got short fins. I think the tuxedo German ones I got, the male has long fins, so I bought a trio of them, and I'm gonna see how they ain't produced no babies yet, but I know any day now they getting ready to drop, so I'm gonna see what they look like.
Hey, get you if you're not gonna use like a fry basket, because I don't really use fry baskets, but make sure you get enough vegetation. 360 is giving away free hornwort. You might want to make you a trip over there and get you some samples.
What's crazy is I try to keep hornwort, and man, it'll die on me. It shred off in the tank. But when I got some guppy grass, I had a little bit of old branch of it, and it exploded. I'm talking about, man, I got so much guppy grass, I had to trim it every week. Every week I'm having to trim guppy grass because it be coming out the tank. But hornwood, man, I know they just
thing. See, I can't keep guppy grass. But my hornwort, I got hornwort everywhere.
I tried to keep that hornwort.
I can't keep guppy grass to save my life.
Man, I tried to keep it. It just melt back.
I can't keep guppy grass to save my life.
Now, my brother got a 75 gallon, and I think I might have gave him the last little bit of melting piece of it. And he put it in that 75 gallon. He got hornwort everywhere. But me, when I try to keep it, it be all on the gravel and stuff. I had to clean out the tank because it's just all laying there with all on my filters and everything.
Hey, Funk, we are about a good hour away from each other. Trust me, we're gonna do some things. We're gonna hook up and do some things. We're about a good hour away from each other. But yeah, we're gonna have to hook up, man. We definitely are.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, let me tell you now, Hornwort, she can be temperamental. You can't harass her. You put her in a tank, she takes off because you can grow hornwort in low light. Maybe you have too much light. Mm-hmm. What kind of lighting you using? You might have too much light, but hornwort can grow in low light as well as high light.
Man, I got some expensive lights. Then I got some low lights. But the time I had tried to grow it, I think I might have had like some cheap, probably some LEDs or something. So I haven't touched it again, but maybe in the future I'll probably try to get some more and see if I can dibble and dab in it.
Yeah, because if it don't work, yes, it can make a mess of your filters just everywhere. You get the little needles everywhere. Yeah, it could be a problem. But if it takes off, you good.
And I also put some Pothos in some of my tank, some of that Pothos plant, and it grow crazy. Man, you put it in the water 2 or 3 months later, it's going crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I have Pothos everywhere. I've been a Pothos man for forever. And the thing that happened for me is my grandmother back in the day, no fish. She never kept fish, but she always had just a twig of Pothos and she just stick in some water. Never had soil or whatever, just a jar and stick ivy. It wasn't Pothos back then, it was ivy. Baby, give me some of that ivy over there. You just stick it in some water and it'll just be growing all up everywhere. What I did, I actually got some a few years back. I lived in some townhouses. Our upstairs level, the balcony that came over the actual living room, I had 2 pots up there. It had to be 30 feet between the rail down to the living room. And my Pothos was growing from the top all the way down to the living room, and I used to have to trim it right above our heads in the living room, and it would just grow and grow and grow and grow. So when I got the fish tanks,
Mm-hmm.
and I learned that how Pothos pulls out all the
Nitrates.
nitrates what out of the
Yeah.
water, and being that it does grow so prolifically, I have Pothos in everything. Bob,
Yeah.
there he is. Hey Bob, hey Bob. Rodeos also Bob, or he used to. I don't know if you missed it earlier. Bob always tried to get me to tell some rodeo stories when he showed up. Welcome in, Bob. Welcome in. But yeah, hey, tell everybody again where you're from. All the new people that have come in.
I'm from a small town named Crockett, Texas. Uh, it's a lot of David Crockett stuff in it. I know the David Crockett National Forest is not too far from it, but it's got a name from David Crockett. A lot of stuff. They got a lot of. They got a little museum there, and they got a lot of stuff named after them in that town. I think that was like one of the towns where he, stopped at. I know going through Crockett, they got a road called the Old San Antonio Road, and that road was back in the day used to take you all the way to San Antonio, in that small little old town. So I guess back in the day, it used to be like a lot of traffic used to come in and out of it.
Yeah. Well, where does it stop at now? Because I know they done cut it in half.
Oh man, they done put highways in the way and stuff. You go on there now, you start to get lost. The last time I went on, you go all the way down in the pavement end. It'll be dirt road, and you go to a town called Love Lady. Now Love Lady it's a little small town, got a lot of prisons there, like the East Town unit. Not too far from it, got like East Dale and stuff like that. A lot of people from
Yeah, I
Crockett.
work for TDCJ.
Yeah, my parents used to. Both my dad and my mom used to work for TDC. My dad used to be a field boss on the horses out there.
Okay, okay.
I said, man, I used to horses. Man, I used to ride horses so much. It's like they was like a car. I used to ride for hours and hours and hours. I used to have to tell me to get off the horse. I ride it so long. I remember I went
Man,
and bought
what broke me up? Go ahead, finish. Go ahead, finish.
I remember I used to ride them. I got it to where I can. They used to can't get me off. I got so good at riding them, man. When they go to bucking and stuff, they couldn't get me off. None of them couldn't.
Man, what broke me up back in the day is I refused to use saddles back in the day, like, because we would already be riding my best friend's aunt's horses without permission anyway. When they would leave and go to Bill Pickett rodeos in California, we go over there and we're gonna ride these horses. We not pulling saddles out, we not doing nothing. I'd have on shorts, flip-flops. Man, it's kind of hard to stay on when you have nothing but the reins. Oh, we running, we jumping, we doing everything. Man,
You
I
don't
done found
slide
days where
up.
I'm underneath the horse's neck, where I done slid off and I'm hanging underneath the horse's neck. Man, I'm hitting the ground. I'm fracturing ribs. I'm air knocked out of me. I'm like, man, I for some reason, man, I was young, so it's not like, okay, how about y'all get permission, get the saddles, do it right. No, I'm like, I don't think I'm
Don't
supposed
do
to
it.
be doing this because I'm getting towed up every time I come over here. But I kept going and kept going and kept going. So after a while, I'm like, I think I get on a bull where I know he's gonna throw me off. So we have an understanding.
Man, I for a little bit I tried to ride bulls, but like I said that ground's pretty hard, and I ain't no little guy, so it was like, man, I couldn't.
Yeah.
My friend used to have one place where you know, they used to be bucking bulls, and you know they had little steers out there and stuff, and would try to get them to it'd be like they teaching them how to buck, and so we get out there, and man, we would just jump on the back, and the guy would just sit back and laugh at us. The ones who own it, he just like, yeah, y'all go on and do what y'all do. Man, you get on one bull, he'll cut out bucking, get on the next bull, he's spinning in a circle like this. Soon as he come out of the chute, and man, I hit that ground so hard, I say, yeah, that bull a little bit different than the horse. I ain't got no saddle, and that saddle I can, you know, kind of catch myself, stand up in them stirrups. But that bull, he a different. That's a different beast.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you what I did find out. Now, the main important thing was, you know, I never was a little fella. Bull riding is for little fellas.
Yeah,
that was the main thing I realized. But a bucking bull is easier to ride than a bucking horse.
Yep, true. That is true.
You get on you a few bulls, you can find your seat. You know, right behind them front shoulders, you can find your seat. You learn how deep your toes need to be out, depending on how thick you are in the butt and thigh region. You know what I'm saying? You realize how far out your toes need to be. You can kind of get it. Man, that bucking horse, man, I don't care what you just have to be good. Like you saying you used to break them. You just have to be good at that.
You have to be good.
They don't care. The horses they don't have no respect.
No, none of us. What's up?
Yeah, they, you know, all kinds of stuff, man.
I know my uncle Murders. He used to come down, and you know he'd get to telling us about them stories. I remember when he told me he rode a bull called Bodacious. If you know, I think that bull was like one of the baddest at his time. He said when he rode that bull,
yeah, Bodacious killed Lane Frost.
Yeah, he said he broke fingers. He said he broke ribs. He said that was one of the hardest bulls he ever rode. And just like you say, man, he said he used to get on them when he get on bulls. You know, man, he said he find and see. He said could no bull get him off. No bull could get him off. And he used to ride him.
No, Murders was the truth. Murders was the truth. Hey, everybody in the chat, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you about this young man right here. He's speaking of his uncle. His name is Murders Dykeman. Now, his uncle is a true. You don't get this too much. His uncle is a true trendsetter. He's a true icon when it comes to bull riding, and one of the first black bull riding champions. I mean, hands down, he was one of the best to do it. And this is his nephew. You don't see that too often, people. You don't see that too often in real life. And I just found out tonight that Murders Dykeman with his uncle. And hey, yeah, that's off the hook though, man. That's off the hook.
Right in Crockett, they got a statue of him right in front of the rodeo arena. They got a statue of him, and I know they've been putting them all in Hall of Fames and everything. And man, he got some story to tell. All
right, PB, man. You have a good night, bro. But yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah, you know, I'm telling you, I'm still tripping over here. You know, I'm like, man, for real, that's your uncle.
Yeah, man. Man, and that's all I know. When I was younger, man, that's all I knew was, you know, cows. You know, I used to stay with my grandmother a lot. You know, I begged my mom and them to let me go out there, and you know, he'd be out there all the time. And man, you know, they work cows, you know, and everything. So that's all I grew up doing was cows and horses. That's all I know. You know, was working that. And then Labor Day weekend would come. I know all my cousins would come down, and we got to work the rodeo. We cleaning up. We, you know, watching, make sure people paying at the gate and stuff like that. You know, they have us doing everything. Yeah, it was fun, man. Go back there. We used to go back there, climb the gate, messing with them bulls and stuff. Man, the whole 9 yards.
Hey, Bob, you right. But I would have had to lose some weight, man, to move up to that next level. Oh, and Bodacious, when I was in college, Bodacious was a bad company bull. His name was 88, which was his number.
Mm-hmm.
But Bodacious was 88. And yeah, Bodacious was a killer. He was a killer from day one, man.
Yeah, they
He was a
say,
killer from day one. He just blew up.
man, that bull right there. He was ranked. He was ranked. That was a ranked
And
bull.
for the thing that got it for him, Bodacious was so smart because
Oh yeah.
as an animal being that strong, they are agile. But Bodacious was over. He was over a ton, and he was just real smart, and he knew how to move his body, man. Bodacious was the first bull that I ever saw, and it may not have been the first one, but the first one I saw at that size who could dive
And
straight
then
down on
come
the front legs, jump, jump, jump backwards, and come straight up. When he dives, you already leaning back, and oh yeah, I'm good. You done got that seat. Normally, when they come out of it, they starting to go forward.
um,
This bull comes straight up and bring that hump up to you. Bah!
and,
Oh,
and hit you right in the
and
head.
that was on purpose.
Yep, man, he was one of a kind.
He learned that. He knew that worked. Oh, that was
And, and,
crazy, man.
and man, I watch videos on him. Man, it's like that's how he got him every time. That's how he got him.
This
Yeah,
rascal here. Ah, hey, all right, fuck. You better not be seen. Hey, you better not have seen her in a long time, man. But yeah, man. Hey, this is very cool, man. This is very cool. You coming in here, you know, opening yourself up, man. Letting folks see who you are, telling them a little bit about yourself, man. Uh, New information being found out by me, which is all that's off the hook. But the fish fam, man, is a wonderful place to be. Arms wide open, man. There's a lot of wonderful people in here. I'm here to tell you, this is just from finding out just on my own. You know, real life, real life connections, man. It's a wonderful place to be. It's a wonderful place to be. Um, you don't want to call it the real world because it's the internet, but because it's our new norm, it
Uh,
is the real world. These are real people that you can meet in real life. You can get in your car, drive, and go meet these people. So it is. It is a real world. But yeah, a little while back, it wouldn't have been considered that. But these are real people, man, and these fish, these fish have a tendency to break through hard shell. Because I'm here
yeah,
to tell you, not everybody in the fish family. First of all, we're all human beings, so none of us are perfect.
Mm.
But I can tell you that there's a lot of people in the fish family who, at different times in their life, weren't the best people.
Hey man, we all got to go through something. It build character. It build character on.
But this,
I said,
hey,
it's
but
a.
these fish will humble you.
Oh
Go ahead,
yeah.
finish your thought.
Oh yeah, that hum, yeah. I was just saying, like, man, it's an honor to be on here. Like I said, it's my first time. Everybody in the chat, this is my first time. I don't really know too many people. Besides maybe a few people. So, man, it was an honor being on today.
Hey, this is what I want you to do. Uh, we need. You got a Facebook?
I do, but I don't know how to work it. I don't. It's crazy. I was on it some years ago, but man, I don't know how to work it like that. I really don't like.
Oh man.
I got one though, but man, I'll tell
Okay.
you,
I have a. I want you to. I want you to look into now. You don't have to like use it for any extra whatever, but it's probably been a year now. I started an actual messenger group, fish
uh,
food, like the fish YouTube fish fam group, and a lot of good people that I know I added to. And I got to go and since I know some more people, I need to add some more people to it. But I added, people they can stay connected. Because of my work schedule, I'm not on it that much anymore, but I'm always seeing updates where the guys are in there chopping it up, guys and girls, because there's ladies in it also. They're in there chopping it up, man. And people are staying in touch with each other. And I don't even know if a lot of them know that I made that group and stuck them together. You know, like it just came out of
It
nowhere. You
just
know what I'm
came
saying?
together.
It
Yeah.
just came together. But I was like, man, I like this person. I like this person. I like that person. Boom, boom, boom. And I just, I just added people. But I want to connect you to that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You ain't gotta say nothing. But when folks have stuff going on, they gonna put it in there. And you got a few Facebook groups. You got a few Facebook groups like you got the YouTubers update page and Team Green Alliance. You got a few of them that gives you good. They let you know when videos are coming out. Who hits milestones and stuff like that.
Yeah, I had been on Facebook like some years back, like maybe 2016. And I recently got back on there 'cause I was like, man, I need to get back on Facebook. It's gonna be some people on there that's not over here. And man, I was like, it's crazy. I think I tried to join like one group. Man, I think I had to fill out almost like a whole resume or something. I was like, oh, when they started doing this.
Congratulations, Jeff Rose, man. Congratulations. I'm trying to get there. But yeah, man, some of them would just let you in. And yeah, then some of them be like, hey, okay, do you this? Do you that? Do you like this? Do you promise this? Do you promise that? We need your social security right here. We need you to connect your bank card. We need
Yeah,
you. Ah,
man.
oh, man. Oh, word of advice. And for everybody else that's listening on here, you're new, you're just coming in. So before you stick your toe into the fish fam, there's bad apples everywhere. Just stay out of drama. Don't let
Yeah.
nobody don't let nobody pull you. Don't let nobody pull you into their drama.
All right.
Like I stay cool. I'm cool with everybody on here. If you want to be cool with me, I'm cool with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even the ones that, oh, I don't like this person or I don't like that person, I still don't have no issue with either or, you know, but it's not that serious. It's not
Yeah,
that
man.
serious. YouTube feeds very few families.
Yeah. True.
It helps. Hey, don't call yourself out down there, man. Don't call yourself out. You all right though, man. You all right. Hey, I believe that's why I came into the game, man. I'm telling you, I'm trying to bridge gaps though in real life. In real
Oh
life,
man.
man. I have a real love for people. Period.
And that's how I am, man. I'm always I always smile. I'm always goofy. My friends always tell me like, man, we don't never know you going through something. 'Cause you always, we don't never see it. But I'm always a uplifting person or something like that. I always be laughing somewhere. You'll find me
Yeah,
laughing or, dancing, doing anything crazy.
most definitely. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, and just because this fits right here, I have herniated discs. I got some pinched nerves in one leg. I gotta go see a specialist. You can go on from there with your own imagination. But unless
Mhm.
I told you, nobody would ever know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because what I'm dealing with, first of all, is not the end of the world.
Right.
Momentary discomfort, however long it lasts, it is what it is. We deal with it. But as far as this brain,
Mhm.
if from here down everything stops working, if my brain still works, I can still connect with people. I can still uplift people. I can still love people. I can still smile. I can still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And we
man.
we all need to grasp hold to that. You know, grasp hold of this brain, man. God gave us this wonderful brain. We're so cognizant of so many things in this world that we choose to ignore or whatever. If you woke up this morning and took a breath of air that you realized that you took it,
Need to be on the knees.
Good after that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Everything is good after that. Hey, Funk, man. Good night, man. You have a good one. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming
Man.
through. BoeTanks got a chance to meet you.
All right, Aqua Funk.
And,
Nice to meet you.
and go over there and check out Aqua Funk.
I will do. Everybody in the chat, I'm
Aqua
checking out their channel.
Aqua Funk, man, let me tell you about Aqua. Aqua is a funny dude. I'll put that out there first. He's a funny dude, but don't mistake the funny for silly. He's very knowledgeable. He's just entertaining. He's gonna give you everything, everything that you need out of a video. He knows this YouTube game. Outside of this, you have this persona, Aqua Funk persona. But man, wonderful dude, man.
Yeah,
Wonderful dude. Melvin.
I know I'm a young guy in this. I just from you guys, you and some more people, I just soak in all the knowledge I can. I know you guys did everything I'm doing, that I'm doing now. So, I just soak in all the knowledge I can.
And that's a good way. That's a good way to be, man. Just filter through what you need. You'll know you need it. What you don't need, just set it off to the side and still say thank you for it being given to you. Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. But just set it to the side. You might not need it for you.
Yeah, I just soak all that knowledge in, man.
All right, Phoebe. All right, Phoebe. Thank you for coming through. Thank you very much. Thank you. You and Jeff Rose. Thank y'all. First time me seeing y'all in my chat. Thank y'all for coming. I'm here every Friday night when possible. Last week, we had some slight technical difficulties. Dr. Black was going to be on with me, and we're going to have to reschedule him to get him back on because I really want to get him on here. But we had some technical difficulties over in the Down Under area. But that's cool, though. Every Friday night, 10:30, I'm trying to be on here in one way, shape, or form.
Hey, I done got off on these Fridays. I will be here. I will be down in the chat.
Amen, amen, amen. All right, y'all. We're going to call ahead and get up out of here. I'm going to go in here and eat some of this church's chicken. To some of y'all people up north, y'all might not know what that is. But, yeah, churches is the bomb right here. I'm going to give me some of this churches. Thank you, man, for coming through.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you. Don't hit no buttons, because when I hit end, we're going to go back to the green room, and me and you'll be able to chop it up a little bit afterwards.
All right.
Love y'all. Love y'all. Show love to your fellow man. Keep these fish alive. Bob, salute, and we out.